Maine has a lot of iconic associations: lobster, blueberries, lighthouses, and leisure. But that doesn't paint the full picture. 1.3 million people call this state home. Entrepreneurs, educators, creators, investors. They make their living here in towns and cities and unincorporated territories, from the rocky coast and sandy beaches to beautiful mountains and pine forests. Maine is where people come to have it all. World-class companies, work-life balance. This is where we live. This is where we work. This is Maine. Hi everyone, I'm your host Erno Valley, and this is my buddy Baxter. Each week we will travel to new places around Maine and introduce you to people living their best Maine life. Millions of people travel to our state each year, but we are some of the lucky ones that get to call Maine home. But so can you. Stick around to see how.
Okay, so we're here at the Poland Spring flagship facility. So this was the start of it all, and we take a lot of pride in that. So what we're going to do is show you the factory. Basically, we have 11 production lines running today, so we are running all out today. So it's exciting for you to be here now to see that when we're in full go.
So clearly safety first?
Yes, absolutely. Safety and quality are the two most important things when we start every day, is making sure we're making a quality product, and then also that make sure everybody is safe.
I like it. Let's do it.
We have 11 production lines here at the facility. So we make anything from half-liter bottles to the Poland Spring 1 gallon and sparkling. And then each one of those production lines has 5-6 pieces of equipment per line. So my job is to maintain them. We have 30 amazing mechanics that work for our staff. The water is coming in from, we have sources on site. So half the water that we're using is coming from our springs on site. Then the other half is tankered in from springs through the state. So from that moment it comes in, we are blowing the bottles, and then that is sent to the fillers. That's where we introduce the water to the bottle. We label it, package it, and from there it goes right to the customer. That some of it's going right from the line, right into a truck to customers. Our factory has a ton of pride. Our employees are very prideful in what they do, from our mechanics to our quality department. And I think that all comes from the history here, specifically it being the flagship factory for Poland Spring. And they've seen the bottled water business grow right in this facility. So I think that's where you see the history that we have here. I think it's amazing that I can have an engineering degree and have an amazing career in the state of Maine, because there was a point I didn't think that was going to be possible. I love the four seasons. I love the outdoors. My wife and my kids, we are always outside. The beaches, going to the lake, swimming in the summertime. In the winter, we love downhill skiing. We are just outdoors people, and I think that's what I love most about the state of Maine. So in 2015, I started a recruiting event with the University of Maine for engineers, getting students, showing them what our company is all about, and then providing them with an opportunity to work through the summers. It's making sure that these kids know that this is a great career and that it's an opportunity for them to not have to leave the state, where they can stay in the state of Maine, have an amazing career, and have tons of growth potential. We as a company take huge pride in being very involved with our community. We're always in the community, talking with people, and just recently we went to the Good Shepherd Food Bank and helped them for a day. It's something that we, as a whole company, our facility specifically, really has a lot of pride in. I love my job. You know, I learn something new every day. I am never bored. I am always doing something, learning something, and I have the flexibility to have such a great home life with my kids, my wife, which is important to me, and being in the state that I love.
Hi, welcome to the Poland Spring Museum. I'm Heather. I'm the Community Relations Manager for Poland Spring. I started working here 18 years ago and really just fell in love with the history and the heritage of the company. We see about 1,500 to 2,000 visitors a year, so a lot of public interaction. I really just value what this property provides. We have 4 miles of hiking trails. We have the golf course when you drive in, the museums on the property. It's just a really great place to be. So our company has grown quite a bit from when we were 25 employees operating out of this facility. We're now up to nearly 900 in the state. We have 3 bottling facilities, 10 spring sites. And what that means or equates to is that people like myself can live in Maine, stay in Maine, raise their families, and be really satisfied with a job that is in a rural part of the state. I love living in a small community. I live right here in Poland. I raise my family here. My kids attend a great school system, and it's just really prideful to be a part of this small community. So this is the original source for Poland spring water. So back in about 1844, the water was discovered. And at the time, there wasn't this grand structure that covered the source. It was just a spring in the middle of the woods. So lo and behold, once the Rickers, who were the founders of the property, really discovered what they considered to be magical powers back then, they wanted to protect it. They wanted to ensure that there was no impurities, that there were no impacts to the water, so they ended up building this grand structure. And back then, people drank a lot of surface water, they were drinking a lot of alcohol, caused kidney stones, had acid reflux. So when they found this source of water that looked clean, they started drinking it, and they raved about it. They felt magical after drinking it, and that they were completely cured of any illness that they may have had. So if you can imagine back then, people all around the world were hearing about this water, and so they flocked to Poland Spring. So this is a great spot because you're able to kind of look out through this plate glass window and see what would have been the bottling room operations that would have taken place at the time. So there were 25 male employees at the time. They all had to shower every morning before they came down here to get to work, and not shower at home either. We actually have shower stalls upstairs. So they would shower in Poland Spring water and then put on clean white linen uniforms and then come down here and get to work. So this gentleman over here with the great sideburns is Hiram Ricker. So he's considered the founder of Poland Spring.
Great, and all the other photos are folks who visited?
For the most part. So Babe Ruth playing golf on the golf course. I think we have Mae West over there. Taft, Roosevelt, and Harding are along this wall. Lindbergh flying over the golf course. One of the really unique things about this building, again, is the shower stall room, which is my absolute favorite. It's kind of hidden back here in the corner. And once you come and take a peek around, you'll see why. So these were the shower stalls, and these were where everybody says that when they come in. Sorry, I should have warned you. Fred, we call him Fred. We had some school kids name him. So these were where the gentleman had to shower every morning. So big copper hot water tank up above. Again, they bathed in Poland Spring. And if you think about it back then, indoor plumbing was barely even a thing. So the fact that you were able to come to work and get a hot shower, clean clothes, clean shoes, and then go down the back staircase and just get to work.
They had great skin and hair.
Oh my gosh, I know, can you imagine? So thank you for coming out today. We didn't get to talk a lot about all the history of Poland Spring, but there's more opportunity to. The museum is open Thursday through Saturday, Memorial Day through Columbus Day, and we'd love to have you back again.
Very good, thank you for the tour.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
To Maine and the history.
This year I'm working at WEX doing diversity and inclusion under Gimbala and helping the HR team look at how they can improve. I was kind of just taken aback that I had the opportunity to go work in Maine, live in Maine, and really see what the other big companies have to offer. A lot of people just don't get to see what Maine gets to do, and they only see one aspect of either your farming or your fishing or lobstering. So it's cool to be like, hey, there's a ton of cool stuff here. Hi, I'm Marcus. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm excited to be part of the WEX internship of 2019.
Hey there, I'm David from David's Restaurant. I'm the chef and owner. I'm here in David's Monument Square. It's my restaurant right in Portland. I also have David's Opus 10, also right here in Monument Square. It's our little specialty restaurant where we do specialty wine pairing dinners. And my neighborhood restaurant over in South Portland, David's 388. Come on in sometime this summer. We're open here for lunch and dinner. Opus just dinner. David's 388, brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, and dinner 7 nights a week. Come on in, enjoy the experience.
We try to run all of our investment portfolios in a centralized manner, which makes us a little bit different from our competitors. It's a small company, so we all do a little bit of everything, which is fun. It makes you understand the whole effort more. It's a great culture. So I moved back here 8 years ago. I'm born and bred, and it's just more relaxed here. It's certainly easier to get to work. The proximity to things that we like to do is a lot better, and I just like the people that I work with.
Welcome to the Boothbay Harbor Oceanside Golf Resort, one of our options for our guests to stay in. Here we are at Harbor Island View. Welcome to your home. Let's check it out.
So you're not kidding about entertaining.
This second floor is what we say are your 2 guest rooms. There's a king and a queen, both with their own ensuite bathrooms. Here we are, the 3rd floor master suite. As one of our cottage guests, you receive exclusive access to our golf course, our wellness center, any of our restaurants.
Wow. And welcome back, everybody, enjoying our lunch here at Mel's Hilltop overlooking the beautiful golf course. We have my new friends, John and Mark. Mark, you're the general manager of this beautiful property. And you are the head golf pro, my friend, and both of you fairly new to the area.
Yes.
Or not fairly new to the area, but new to this property.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about our lunch today.
Well, our lunch today is really simple up here at Mel's Hilltop. Chicken Caesar salad, appetizers, chicken wings, pretzel poppers.
Yeah, these things are amazing.
Yeah, that's one of the favorites that are out here. When you bite inside of them, the surprise, the cheese, that everyone seems to like. Yeah.
So this is a public and private course, kind of. You got members. And
yeah, I've got members that play 7 days a week. We reserve times for the members at 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Then we open it up for public play and resort guests.
So tell our friends watching what this golf course offers. What is so cool about it?
This is a great golf course that has really got some great holes, some great views. It's challenging, but it's really it's playable for a lot of players. We got a lot of players from beginners to advanced. We host the Maine State Amateur Qualifier here. Of course, the instruction, we're always trying to grow the game. A lot of my background falls in the instruction side of things, so
maybe
I do
give
a lot
me a
of
few
teaching.
tips.
We can do it.
God, I've been known to have a few whoopsies. So the history is also super cool.
Yeah, the history, we've had Babe Ruth play here. President Taft played here. You've got
JFK as a
JFK
kid.
Was out here. There's a lot. Every room you go in, something you find a little piece of history, and especially on the golf course.
So for guests here, I mean, you really have a lot of things to offer, not only adults but kids as well.
There's so much to offer here for all ages. The pool that you can probably see in the background here is a real attraction. It's Olympic-sized pools, 13 feet deep. We have the Penn Park, which is across the street, has a driving range, miniature golf. We also have disc golf, volleyball. The campfire is a big hit. It's just plenty to do. Nice place to come in, and this is why we call it the stress-free zone.
Yeah, I love that sign. Yeah. Pull right in.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let's dig in, and then I get to meet the woman, Cindy.
Yeah.
The woman of the hour.
She'll be able to give you all kinds of history of the property.
Yeah. She does a lot for the community.
Yeah.
And
she sure does.
All right. Let's dig in. Thanks, guys. So tell us about the property for folks who've never been here.
Well, very historic property. Started as a stagecoach stop in 1794 when George Washington was president. My part of it is 440 acres and 32 buildings. We have 3 restaurants on site, golf course, grass tennis courts, all kinds of outdoor amenities, entertainment every night. It's a busy place.
So tell us about where you live.
So I live right here on the grounds next to the grass tennis courts with my 3 dogs in Hiram Ricker's house. Original house, yes. Unbelievably beautiful houses, so you'll have to come visit.
I would love to come visit.
We all get too stressed, and I love to see families and teaching their kids how to play golf or teaching them how to play shuffleboard. I mean, going back to the basics of a good time.
Right, exactly. And speaking of good time, I was here for Heritage Day.
Yes.
That's a big one for you guys.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Heritage Day is a collaboration between the town, the water company, the resort, and the Preservation Society. Next year, we're going to have a big, party. Maybe several parties.
Okay,
but the
right.
state's going to be celebrating 200 years.
Yep.
This golf course is 125 years old next year, built by Arthur Fenn. And the water company's going to be celebrating their 175th year.
That's
so
pretty cool.
We've got a lot of great things to celebrate.
We do. And so folks can come here and see you and learn all about it.
Absolutely.
Play really good golf and have some good water.
Here at Certify Inc., I'm a business development rep. We're definitely kind of a work hard, play hard environment. Volunteering, happy hours, all sorts of different events. There's a really good work-life balance, and I really enjoy that. So it's really the best of both worlds. We're 30 minutes from Portland, but we have 6 acres in Brunswick. We spend a lot of time gardening, snowshoeing in the winter around the property. We have chickens, and we spend a lot of time in Brunswick as well. We go to the farmers market, and there's a lot of really great restaurants and businesses downtown. Certify is based here in Portland, Maine. We have a lot of opportunities and a lot of fun, so check us out.
Summer is finally here, and that means shopping at Freeport Village Station. Why spend hours shopping on your computer when you can be here, get outside, and try things on? At Freeport Village Station, parking's a breeze and free. Choose from fashions you can afford and brands you know and love. Who doesn't love a great bargain on a new outfit? Then treat yourself to a delicious burger and then a sweet treat. To top it off, kick back and relax, and let's catch a movie at Nordica Theater. Freeport Village Station. Come for the bargains, but stay for the fun. Happy summer and happy shopping from Freeport Village Station. Get your coupons now and save at onefreeportvillagestation.com.
Summertime at DeMillo's is all about the decks on the water, our fresh seafood, and our wonderful cocktails. DeMillo's has something for everyone, from our lounge and bar, decks, to our main dining room. We have Italian fare, healthy options, and as I mentioned before, the fresh seafood that is caught behind me daily. My name is Chelsea DeMillo, and I hope to see you here this summer at DeMillo's on the Water on Casco Bay, and we have free parking.
Hi everybody, and welcome back. If you are planning a trip to Maine and you want a customized, authentic trip, call Vanessa Santorelli, your Maine concierge. Grab a piece of paper and pen for this week's Maine road trip.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Stonington, Maine.
My first time here in this beautiful part of our state, and the drive over, oh my goodness.
I know. I was so excited that you were going to
Absolutely
come
beautiful.
over here because of the drive.
No, you come both in the summer and in the off season.
Yep, the Inn on the Harbor is open year-round, and I love coming actually in the off-season because it's just peaceful and quiet and beautiful.
The secret's out. We just saw cars coming from Ohio, Kentucky, Massachusetts, so well, we're the lucky ones that get to live here. Let's check in.
Yay.
Hi, I'm Dana from Inn on the Harbor. I'm the innkeeper here. And I love Stonington, Maine and Deer Isle because it's an authentic working waterfront and it's just a beautiful place to be every season. When you arrive at Inn on the Harbor, you can expect a warm and friendly staff, outstanding views of an authentic working harbor, and the guts and roots of Maine. I'm so fortunate to live this life every day. First thing I do in the morning is make my cup of coffee and watch the fishermen take off. It's so gorgeous, so relaxing, just a wonderful experience. We hope to see you soon here at the Inn on the Harbor in Stonington, Maine.
So our friend Dana on Inn at the Harbor had recommended Fin and Fern for lunch, so here we are, and the menu looks amazing. Chef talked about his homemade pasta, so the Italians over here, of course, are gonna try some out.
Can't not try it, absolutely.
I say the rigatoni, you say the carbonara, but
I say all four of them, but that's fine.
choose one.
Yeah, that's good.
Good afternoon, how are you? I'm Andrew Chappell. This is Fin and Fern Restaurant here in Stonington, Maine. I used to sail these waters as a private chef, and I knew that this is a place I wanted to end up owning a business and eventually retiring to. We're a small 60-seat restaurant. We have a bar upstairs, contemporary American food. I make homemade pastas, homemade pastries here as well. Everything's made from scratch. It's very approachable. Up here during the summer, especially with the farms, local farms in the area, you've got great produce to choose from. Some of the best I've ever seen. And as a chef, it makes it even more of a reason to be up here in Maine.
Hey everybody, and we are now with my new friend Garrett overlooking beautiful Stonington Harbor, and we are about to head out on a little cruise.
Yes, indeed.
So tell us a little bit about what we're doing today.
Well, we're going to take you out on our harbor cruise, which is one of the cruises that we offer here at Idaho Boat Services. You're going to go out and see some traps being hauled, do a little lobster fishing. We're going to hopefully see some seals, some wildlife, and the lighthouse, and have a good time.
Maine life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a real working waterfront, which is super cool.
Yes, indeed. It's one of the few towns that still has a really active working waterfront, and people want to come here just for that reason. Mainly we transport people and their goods to and from Idaho. That is our main job, but you know, this is Maine, you always got to have a second job, so we like to try and do some other things, charter trips, scenic cruises, puffin trips that we really are pushing. Things that are fun and get people out on the water to see this beautiful place.
All right, thanks Garrett, let's get cruising.
All right, let's do it.
So if you're a fellow Mainer or visiting our beautiful state for the very first time and want your own personalized itinerary, visit my website or give me a call.
Heritage Day is a community event. It's been going for 10 years. We also have a strawberry festival. We've got a 5K race. We've got so much to do.
We have a variety of vendors, a kids zone, and it's all in partnership with the town of Poland, with Poland Spring Water, and with the Poland Spring Preservation Society, along with the Poland Spring Resort.
From all of us here at Poland Spring, happy summer, Maine.
Maine is home, first and foremost for me. Since the day I left, as soon as I knew that I could make it well here, I wanted to come back. My family's many generations back from the area. We are very much a touristy area. We do a lot of moose safaris, and restaurants in the summer are in full swing. Boating out on the lake, fishing, hiking, all the outdoor activities you could dream of.
Anything we can do to preserve the naturalness of Maine, I think is really important.
We've gotten to see it all these years through the eyes of our visitors from all over the world, so it just makes our enthusiasm all the more for the area.
You are on the tip of Southport Island. It's a little slice of paradise about 10 minutes from downtown Boothbay Harbor. It is a full-service resort. We do have breakfast as included with the stay. We also have pool service, and then we have a full dinner and bar, and we have a very, very good chef in-house. Got rowboats the guests can use. We've also got lawn games, cornhole, chess, shuffleboard. Everybody's got what they need to have a great coastal casual Maine experience.
Well, this is Maine, everybody. After a very interesting and fun day touring the flagship Poland Spring bottling facility and then playing a little putt-putt and having lunch over at the Poland Spring Resort. We are now a mile or so down here, is that right, on Ring Pond?
That's correct.
And my other friend Mark over here, who is the resource supervisor, natural resource supervisor.
That's correct.
At Poland Spring. So what does that mean?
That means I oversee all the spring sites here in Maine. We have 3 plant sites, and then we also have 7 satellite sites. A satellite site is a site that we don't bottle at, but we would load a tanker and bring the tankers down to the plant and unload there. And it's just another part of us being sustainable, bringing water from other areas. I love my job, starting at Nestle. Their core values and my core values definitely line up, having respect for people, the community, and the environment. And, those are the 3 core values that I like to live by as well. And I think it's very important to give back to your community. And we do definitely a good job of that as a company.
And speaking of community, tell us about the community of Poland.
Poland's a great town. Even though I lived in Lewiston, was raised in Lewiston, I've been a member at the golf course here at Poland Springs since 1993. So I've been kind of part of the community since then. But I moved out here in about 2011. It's just a great community. You got 3 beautiful lakes, upper, middle, and lower Ring Pond. Yeah. You got the golf course, you've got mountain bike trails, you've got hiking trails, everything you need to enjoy Maine.
Best Maine life.
It's right here.
Woo! Well, I hear Cindy already has a glass of wine, so I think I'm going to make my way back. And what do you say?
That sounds good.
A little putt-putt and some, good drinks and food. Let's go. Thanks, Captain. So after a great day, sipping on some very good cold spring Maine water to some great cold Maine beer here at Cindy's Dockside with manager Dan. 17 years with this company, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time. I started at 15 and I made my way through the different departments and worked my way up to manager of the restaurant.
So tell us about the Dock and Dine here and all the great stuff going on at Cindy's.
Well, we've got 9 cold brews on tap. We've got lots of different great seafood options, some other burger options and other options for kids. People who aren't into seafood, we've got plenty of options for them too. Great views, great staff, friendly service. It's all here.
And you can literally just come up here with your boat and
oh yeah, absolutely. We have people who come up with their boats, dock here for the day, come in and have some food, enjoy some other activities, maybe some canoeing, kayaking.
So a lot of the folks here tonight, are they like friendly, familiar faces?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We see a lot of regulars. We see Steve and Steve at the bar about once a week, maybe twice. So yeah.
All right, well, cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name's Tom Printup. I was born and raised here. I'm currently the fire rescue chief for the town of Poland. And I've actually worked for Cindy off and on for the last almost 18 years. She's a very good partner to Poland Spring Water and the fire department, fire rescue department, and the town. She's involved in a lot of committees within the town. She's really all about Poland. It's kind of her history. We've obviously been partners with Poland Spring Water Company for a number of years, and anything we need within fire rescue for emergency services, they're always willing to donate and help. And as they progress through the towns and companies that they help, they're still always right there behind fire rescue, donating to public services, which is really nice.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Heather. It's been an awesome day. Come and see us.
Thank you, Erin.
Yes.
Come see us again.
Well, I'll
please.
come see you very soon, but all of you need to do the same thing and take a history tour. That's
Quench
cool.
your thirst for knowledge at Poland Spring.
I like that. And for good drinks after.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you for watching This Is Maine. To follow our adventures, check out our website, mainelifemedia.com, or my Instagram at Erno Valley. And if you would like to live the Maine life, find your job at liveandworkinmaine.com. Thanks for watching.